Okay guys, I just wanted to make a quick update video on backtesting using GenesisFX. So a lot of you guys have been asking me how to backtest using the strategy tester and the backtest kicker. I'm going to make a brief video touching on this topic. So if you haven't downloaded backtest kicker, you can download it from the Google Drive, which is linked in the Discord. First thing you want to do is after you open up your MetaTrader terminal, for example, I have IC markets here. I'm going to go into the inputs tab, make sure you have optimization on. Also, it doesn't matter what symbol you choose on the strategy optimizer here, as we're going to use the backtest kicker for the optimization. So I'm going to go into the inputs tab. And for example, let's say we want to optimize for a 200K funded account. How will we start? Well, I've already changed all of the settings in the inputs here. So all you need to do is to change the lot size. So you can see the lot size here. I'm going to change it to, let's say 0.5 or 0.4. So the reason I'm choosing such a low lot size for such a large account is that if we use a lower lot size, we can see how that fixed lot size affects different profits. And if we have, let's say, very low profit but very, very low drawdown, we can just scale up the lot size. Versus if we use a very large lot size and we get a lot of equity protections, a lot of EPs, which is when the drawdown gets to our preset level and equity protection kicks in, it closes all trades. It gives us less information on how we can scale our sets. So I'm going to use 0.4 or 0.5 or 0.6. You can choose whichever lot size you want for, let's say, a 200K account. Honestly, 0.4 would work fine for a 100K account. It's up to you. Actually, I might just change this to 0.6. So the next thing you want to do is to save the set. So I'm just going to scroll down the set here to check that everything's fine. So we have sessions optimized. I'm going to change the equity protection limit. So for example, for a 200K account, it's going to be, for a safe bet, I'm going to use 4%. That's going to be 8,000. And all the settings here are correct. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to save this. I'm going to name this 200K optimization. Okay, so now we don't need the MetaTrader terminal anymore, so we can just close that. And now I have the backtest kicker tab opened. What you want to do now is you want to make sure that you have your installation folder selected. So this is my MetaTrader 5 installation folder, as well as your experts. So you want to select GenesisFX version 1.10. And next you want to select the parameter set file. So you want to make sure this is checked. And I'm going to click select and select the 200K optimization set. So what this is it will include all of the different optimization settings that we've adjusted just now, and it will run this for each optimization. Now I'm going to adjust the periods. I'm going to use July to today's date. I'm going to use a 1/3 forward and a custom delay of 100 milliseconds. Every tick based on real ticks. Adjust this to 200,000. And leverage, I'm going to change this to 1 to 100. Since most props use 100 times leverage. Okay, next you just want to change the test name and the symbol name. So for example, I want to test for EURUSD. I'm going to change the name. So I'm testing on the 5-minute time frame, and I'm just going to duplicate this test. Click dupe. USDJPY. Test on USDJPY. Do another test on, let's say, AUD USD. Also, I found that from doing just so many back tests, AUD CAD works like a charm. It works especially well. So I'm just going to test these 4 for now, but you guys can add as many pairs as you want. And also, if you want to test with different time frames, for example, I'm going to do AUD CAD M30. Just change the period to 30 minutes. You can repeat that process. So now that we have all of our tests inputted, all we need to do is click on start backtest and just let it run. And so this is the first half of the optimization of the backtest kicker. And from here on out, all you need to do is just let the tests run. It might take a few days. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests. So it might take around 2 days with my current VPS. And make sure that your MetaTrader terminal is closed and click yes. So from here, just let it run. It will automatically open the MetaTrader terminal. And what this step consists of is just a lot of waiting. Okay guys, so right now the optimization has been completed. So we have this pop-up here saying that the back tests have done. So what you can do is you can open the report. I'm gonna click no because there's no need for us to look at the report. So I'm gonna click no. And then I'm gonna open up the MetaTrader terminal. Okay, so once your terminal has loaded, what we want to do is click on optimization and then select expert. And when you click on the expert tab, you want to select GenesisFX EA. So I have the GenesisFX version 1.10 selected, and then from here we can see that we did tests for EURUSD, UJ, AU, AC, and AC M30. I'm going to click on view previous optimization results, and you can see from EURUSD all the way to AUD CAD optimization results. So I'm going to click on EURUSD M5, and on the bottom here you can see that we have optimization results and we have forward results. So I'm going to click on forward results. And from here, you're just going to do your usual optimization set finding. So the whole process has been explained several times in previous videos. But for those of you who haven't watched those videos, I'm going to explain it very briefly in this video. The best sets will have a back test and forward test score of 99.99. So you can see that we have a lot of scores that are ranked very high. But what I usually look for are scores that have at least 99.9. So for example, it can be 99.91, 92, 93, as long as the first three digits are 9, 9, and 9. So straight away, for the sake of this video, let's just click on the first one. So you can either right click and run single test, or you can just double click on this row here, and the strategy tester will run this set against the parameters. So for example, it will run the set from July 1st to January 12th. And we have a very beautiful equity curve, equity graph right here. You can see for the back test, we made $2.9 thousand with a $500 drawdown. And in the forward, we have a 1.5K profit with a $100 drawdown. So obviously for a 200K account, this is very, very little drawdown and not that much profit. So the point of me using such a low lot size in the beginning is that we could scale up, right? So for example, I'm gonna put 1.5 lots. I'm gonna click start. Okay, so now let's look at the back test again, and we've made 7,000 with a drawdown of 1.4, and obviously with the 200K account with a 4% drawdown, that's roughly 8,000, so we still have a lot of room to go. So I'm going to raise the lot size to 4.5 lots. But also keep in mind, guys, with the leverage, for example, 4.5 might lead to too much leverage, too much margin being used for a 200K account when it opens a stack of trades. So I think we should go with 3 or 4 lots max. I don't think we should go any higher than that, simply because of the margin or leverage problem. Since with prop firms, you're using a 1 to 100 leverage, so you don't want to max out that leverage and you want to play it safe. I'm going to click start. Okay, so for the back test, using 4 lots, we've made 19.7K, and we have a 3.7, 3.8K drawdown. And in the forward, we've made $10.5 thousand and with a $1,000 drawdown. So this set is very good. You can see that we produced a straight linear increase in our equity and in our balance. And once you've decided that this is the set you want, you just click on inputs here, right click, save, name it whatever you want. For example, this is how I name my sets. So once you've named it and saved it, you can just copy it and place it into the EA. So when you drag the EA onto the chart, you click load, load inputs, and then you drag the set file into that folder and then double click on it. Make sure that your magic number is different for every chart, and remember to input your license key and you should be good to go. So we found one set for EURUSD, and basically the process is the exact same for all the other pairs. It's just rinse and repeat. If you are struggling to use the backtest kicker, or if you're having any problems with it, you can always use the MetaTrader terminal and do the original method. So the original method is simply going to the settings and inputting all the details here and click start. And make sure the optimization is set to fast genetic based algorithm and click start. There's nothing wrong with either method. It's just that the backtest kicker allows it to run multiple optimizations at once. So you can just leave your computer for a couple days, come back, and all your optimizations will have been completed. So guys, that is basically it for this video. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment under this video or open a ticket on Discord and I'll help you there. And happy trading, guys.